Welcome back to my third video. Today we're going to animate the letters of your name. Let's get started. So here we are, ready to animate the letters of your name. Okay, so today we don't need the cat, so we're going to delete her. And we do that here with our snippy scissors tool. We click on it once, drag it over to the cat, and click on her with the left button. Okay, so we need a background to begin. Last time we chose a background from the library. This time we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to paint our own backdrop or background. So if we click on the paintbrush here, we're brought into a new screen. Okay, and here we have a palette of colours that we can choose to design our own background. I just want a plain pink background. So I choose the colour pink on the palette. I go up here to the paint bucket or paint jug, and if you hover over it, it says fill with colour. Click on that and then go into the white space with your mouse pointer and click on the left button, and now your backdrop is a nice plain colour. You're free to choose whatever colour you want or design the backdrop exactly as you wish. So now to get our sprites. We do the same as we did last time. We go into the Sprite Library. So click on this little fella here. We're brought into the Sprite Library. Now this time, you'll notice that there are different categories here. Okay, so animals, people, and so on. I want to get the letters of my name. So you'll notice there's a category here called letters. And if I click on that, I'm brought into the letters. There are different types of fonts and colours. I call these the traditional letters. These ones are like Minecraft. These little blue ones here and these orange ones. I like these blue ones, so I'm going to choose those. So I pick the letter S for the first letter of my name, click on the S, go over to the OK button and click it once. And then I can position the letter where I want by putting the pointer, the mouse pointer on it, holding down with the left button of the mouse and dragging it into position. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that again. We go down to the new Sprite Library, click on it with the left mouse button, choose the category of letters, or you can just scroll down here with the scroll bar and the letters are right down at the end, whichever you choose. Again, I'm going to choose these blue ones. You're free to choose whatever ones you want. And the second letter of my name is I. So you choose the letters of your name. So we go and click OK, and the I appears. And again, I position that into the correct place. Okay, I'm going to leave you here for a second to get the letters of your name, and I'll get the letters of mine, and I'll meet you back here in a minute, okay? Okay, I'm all set. I have the letters of my name. I hope you have yours too. Remember that you can pause this video at any time to catch up if you feel I'm going too fast. You can just pause it and come back to it when you're ready. So here we are with the letters of my name. Now, before I get coding, I want to change how some of these letters look. I'm going to change the colours of them. And to do that, instead of going into the scripts tab where we are to code, I go into the costumes tab. And if you click on that with the left button, you'll see the letter S, which we've chosen over here. Okay, so this is my letter S, and I want to change how this looks. I want to change the costume of it. So you'll notice we have a colour palette here, just like we did when we were designing our backdrop. And I want to change the colour of the letter S to yellow. So I choose yellow on the palette, and you'll notice the colour changed here. Then again, I go up and I use this little fella here, this little paint bucket or paint jug, and I click on that. And then when I drag it over to the letter and click on it, it changes colour. You can also change the inside part if you want with a different colour. So let's choose another colour, say red, and our paint bucket is chosen. And I can hover over and just choose the inside part. So don't click the button, the left-hand button of the mouse, until you're happy with how it looks. So now it's red inside, so now I click on it. Okay, so I'll show you how to do another one of those. I go into I this time. And again, I'm on the costumes tab. This one is blue on the outside. I'm just going to change the inside colour of this. So I'll go with a green. Okay, and then I go over here to the jug. And I'm going to leave it blue on the outside and just choose green on the inside. So click that. Okay, so you use these, you use this now as a guide, and you change the colours of the letters of your name if you wish. Okay, and I'll meet you back here in a minute to get coding. Okay, I'm happy with how mine look now. I hope you're happy with yours. So let's get coding. To get coding, we need to go back into our scripts tab. So go up here to the scripts tab and click on it. And we're now into our coding blocks. So let's start with the letter S. As before, you remember that we need always to use an events block at the start of every script. Okay, so if we click into our events blocks, this time I'm going to use when green flag clicked. Okay, so it's the very first block there, and I'm going to use that for all of the scripts for each letter. Okay, so that means that all I have to do is click on the green flag once and all of my letters will do something at the same time. Okay, so when I click the green flag, I want the letter S to turn around a little bit. And there's a block here that says turn 15 degrees. If we grab that and drag it over, let's see how that looks. So you'll see that the letter has moved a little bit. If I click it again, it moves again and again and again and again. Okay, if we wanted to change it to maybe a little bit more, like 45 degrees, we can click into the white space here and click 45 and now click on it and see what happens. Okay, it goes further this time. Okay, and it's back up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to go back to 15 degrees. Okay, but I want it to continue turning. I want it to keep turning when I click the green flag. I don't want to have to click it every time to make it move. So if we go into control, we have two blocks here that are very similar. They're both called loops. Okay, this one here is called a repeat loop, and you can type in here the number of times you want something to repeat. Or this one here is a forever loop. And if you wrap the forever loop around a piece of code, that piece of code will run forever. Yeah, you're right, forever. So I'm going to use this one today. So if I grab the forever loop and wrap it around the blue block, okay, so I just hover it in between the brown event block and the blue motion block, pop it in there, then the script has changed to say, when I click the green flag, forever turn 15 degrees. So let's see how that has changed. Okay, see now the letter is moving around and around and I don't need to keep clicking on the button. Okay, and to stop that code running, I just click on the stop button. Okay, let's move on to the letter I. So this one again, we're going to use the same event when I click the green flag. And this time we're going to get the color of this block to change. Okay, so the color, to change the color, we need to go into the looks blocks. So if we click on those and we go down here, there's a block here that says change color effect by 25. Okay, and that just changes the color by 25 shades. So again, if I click on the green flag, my S will start spinning, and the blue or the I just changed color once. Okay, now if I want it to continue changing, just like we did with the letter S, okay, we can again choose our forever loop and get the color to change over and over again. And if I click on the green flag now, there we go. Doesn't that look cool? Okay, so let's stop those again. And we go into O. This time we're going to get the O to say something. Okay, so we've done something like this before. So we go into our events. When I click the green flag and looks, and we got it to say something just for 2 seconds. Okay, so we use this one. Say, I think I'm the best letter. Okay, and now if we click the green flag, the I starts, or the S spins, the I flashes, and the O just says that he thinks he's the best letter for 2 seconds. Okay, again, if you want to change the duration or the length of time he says it for, you can click that here. Or if you want him to say it over and over again, just use this one. So we'll change that there to 10 seconds. Okay, on to B. What do we make B do? How about we make the B letter get bigger and smaller? Okay, that's a bit of a tricky one. So we're going to use the same event again. We click on the when green flag clicked. And again, we want the size of it to change. So that's in the looks blocks. So if we go into the looks blocks, you go down here, you will notice a block that says set size to, and it says 100% at the moment. Okay, so if I take that one out, I want my B, I want it to get quite big and then go back to small again. Okay, so let's see. So we'll change it from 100% to maybe 300%. Okay, you can play around with this and change it to see how it looks with different numbers. And then I'm going to say come back to 100%. So when I click the green flag, it should go to 300% and then back to 100%. Now look carefully at the letter B and let's see what happens. I didn't see anything happen. Now I'm going to explain to you why that is. So we'll stop the code running. The reason we can't see it getting any bigger is because the computer does it so quickly, our eyes can't catch it. So it went to 300%, but then it went back to 100%, which is its normal size, without us being able to see it. Okay? So we need to change that. So if you go into control, there's a very handy little block there that says wait 1 second. Now, if it changes to 300% and it stays that way for a second, it'll give us a chance to see it. And then it goes back to 100%, and then we'll tell it to wait there as well. Okay, now watch. Click the green flag, the B gets bigger and back to its normal size. Now, what can we do to make that keep getting bigger and smaller and bigger and smaller? Any ideas? Yeah, we can use our forever block. Okay, now the forever block looks too small to fit all that code in, but watch. If we drag it up, see how it gets bigger and bigger? And if you just hover in between the brown one and the first purple one and let go, it'll pop in there and it gets as big as you need it to get. If you happen to put it into the wrong place, just remove the code from the bottom and try again. Okay, so pop in the forever and then drag the little bits that you want inside it. Okay, just like that. Well done. Now the letter H. So again, we start with our events, our green flag. You might not have as many letters as I do, so you can choose which ones of these scripts you want to do. You don't have to do all of them. Okay, so for the letter H, I want it to play a bit of hide and seek. So I want it to disappear and appear again. Okay, and I want it to do that over and over again. So we're definitely going to need our forever. Okay, so we'll drag that out first, pop it in. And if we go into looks, we have two blocks here, one that says hide and one that says show. Now, what do you think will happen? Let's see. We'll click on the green flag and let's see what happens. I don't see the H disappearing at all. It's not hiding at all. What have I done wrong? Can anyone see? What do I need? I think we need to do something like we did with B, because what's happening is the computer is hiding the letter H and then showing it again and then looping, doing that over and over again. But because it does it so quickly, our eye can't catch it. So we do need let's have a look at B. What did we use? A wait block. So go back into H. If we go up to control, we get the little wait block again. And if we pop it in after the hide, and then after the show, it will hide, stay hidden for 1 second, then show and stay hidden for 1 second and loop over and over again. Okay, so this loop will just keep on going and running whatever instructions are inside it until we click the red flag, or the red button. So let's see what happens. So it's gone, it's back, it's gone, it's back. We're on to the letter A now. Okay, so again, we need our events blocks. We click when green flag clicked. And what will we do with A? How about we make the A spin and change color? Okay, so if we go up to our motion blocks and we get it maybe to turn backwards 15 degrees, okay? And we also want it to change color at the same time. We go into our looks and we say change color effect by 25, and let's do both of those forever. So go into control, grab our forever loop and wrap it around those two instructions. So now when we click the green flag, the A is spinning and changing color. That looks kind of cool. Okay, so let's stop that again. And now we're on to A, or N, our last letter in, well, the last letter in my name. So this one, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to use the same event because we always need an events block at the top. So when I click the green flag, this time I wanted to play a piece of music. Okay, so let's go into sounds and see what ones are available. Now, if we go in here, it says play sound pop. And there's a little drop down there and there's just pop and record. Now, pop is kind of boring, let's just say. Let me just play it for you and see. It's just a pop sound. So I'll tell you what, we'll change the sound. Now you see the tabs here, we have scripts, costumes, there's another one called sounds. And if you click on that, there is a sound library here, just like we have a Sprite Library and a backdrop library. So if you click on the speaker here, you're brought into a sound library and you have all kinds of sounds from birthday song, to some cheering, to a birdie sound, from a cough, and then we also have some like music loops like this. Okay. And again, we have categories here. So you have animal sounds, sound effects, electronic, human, and so on. I just want to see the music loop. So I'm going to click on that one and just have a listen to some of these. Okay. Okay. And this one, chill out. Dance funky. Dance celebrate. I like that one. So I'm going to choose that. Click on it once, okay, so the big blue square is around it, and then click OK. Now that one has come into my personal library along with the pop one, okay? So if I go back into my scripts and I'm in my sound scripts, we've chosen the one pop, but if we click on the little black triangle for the drop down, we'll notice that Dance Celebrate now has come in there because I've chosen it from the main library and brought it into my own library. So now let's see how things look. Click on the green flag. Everything looking pretty good. So we have music playing, spinning, flashing, getting larger and smaller, and hiding and showing again. I think that's a great job. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson and I look forward to seeing you back here again. Next time we'll be creating your very first game where stars fall from the sky and you need to collect them with your space rocket. I'm looking forward to it. Bye bye.